appreciate it.
But that performance, do you feel like some of the haters or some of the critics from the last fight now are a lot more entertained and have less to say?
I mean, everybody's always gonna have their own opinion. You know, I feel like I did great coming off that last performance, and I feel like I did great in the last performance. But it just shows you where I am. You know, that was a step-up fight. He went the distance with Rolly, and I got him out of there in what, 5 rounds, I believe. So 4. Okay, yeah. So I feel like I did great.
Did he say anything to you after the fight?
The opponent?
Yeah.
No, not specifically. No, just good fight. Thank you.
Talk to us, Abdullah, about coming out here to Garden. It was a big crowd already by the time you got into the ring. And also talk to us about this opponent. Did he show you anything that you were expecting that you didn't expect? Talk to us about the fight and the experience here.
Yeah, it was a great fight. You know, I was pretty comfortable in there, and I expected him to have a little more go as far as I thought he was gonna be rushing me a little more, stepping in there, you know, trying to initiate a little more. But you know, besides that, it was a great fight. You know, I stood in there a little bit. You know, why didn't I have to? You know what I'm saying? He touched me with some stupid stuff. But besides that, it was a great performance.
Well, to that point about staying in there, you know, for all the speed and skills, it just seems like you really believe in your power. How much do you believe in your power, and how much of your temperament is you're a puncher? You know, despite the speed and all those skills, like how much do you feel like you're a legit puncher?
I mean, I feel like it's all there, you know, and when I'm backed up, that's when the power comes in. So I haven't been backed up yet, but I feel like the power shows, you know, in each one of my performances, the power shows.
Abdullah, what's up, man? It seemed like today, you heard him a couple times early, but you ain't necessarily go for it. But do you feel like you were trying to be more patient than usual and kind of take your time? Was that the game plan, or that's just kind of how it went?
Yeah, I was chilling a little bit. I wanted to treat it a little bit more like sparring, you know. When you in sparring, you ain't rushing in there to get him out of there. But when I heard him early, I knew that it was there. So I wasn't going to rush to get it when I know I could get it a little later, you know. I know I'll break him down eventually. So I just took my time, you know, have fun a little bit, touch him up, and the opportunity came, and I took it.
Well, someone in the crowd actually said, hey, ref, this is in the 60s. Stop the fight. Were you surprised that the fight was allowed to go on for so long?
I wasn't surprised because every time he stood up, he seemed like he had his senses, and he'd come back and start fighting. You know, once he did say that, I started realizing, like, okay, he's still in here, and it's about time that I start breaking him down a little bit more, and, you know, eventually, you know, getting him out of there. You know, I didn't want him to last the whole time when I knew I already dropped him 3 or 4 times.
Is there a reason why you declined to state any names? Is it just like you don't want to give anyone unnecessary shine, or is it just that whatever opportunity comes up, that's the one you want?
Say that one more time.
When you were asked after the fight, you know, to name someone, and you declined to give any names, what was the reasoning for that?
You know, there's a lot of fighters out here, you know, and there's multiple belts. There's not just one title, you know, and the opportunity will come, you know, when it gets there. You know, I can't wait to fight for one of those titles, but who's to tell which one I'll creep up on first? But when I get the opportunity, that's the one I want.
Well, without giving any names, Abdul, I mean, 135's always been a hot division. We have had some people move out of the division. Where do you see yourself in terms of a ranking? Give us a number, 1 through 5. Like, where do you rank yourself?
I rank myself 1. You know, you got the title, then you got 1. I think I'm up there at 1.
So you want a title shot next, and that's what you're looking for?
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know, whatever comes my way next, you know, we still got to work our way up there and be realistic. But if that comes our way, then I'll be ready for it.
Now, just stay right there. Look, if you 17-0 with 15 knockouts, you know, do you think that title shot can come sooner than you think? Because I'm trying to think. You said you want to be in there 4 more times this year. I don't know if 4 more lightweights that you can fight before you get a title shot. Do you think that title shot will come before you think, you know?
Possibly, you know, and be ready when it does. But I definitely want to be able to fight for a title this year, though.
Hey Abdullah, there was many.
Fighting for a title is one thing, but there are several champions at 135 pounds. If anybody in particular, we just like, I know you don't like to name names or anything like that, but a guy like a Sanchez, or Stevenson, anybody like that, or would you even like to fight a guy like a Williams? Like, who's like number 1 on your list?
I mean, they got the titles. You know, you just named a few people with the titles. So, you know, like you said, no specifics, but I'm right there.
Thoughts on the main event tonight, champ? What do you think of the main event and who you got?
I got Keyshawn. I don't see it going distance. You know, I don't think Brenchick is he's ready for the speed. You know, the combinations. You know, it'll be a great fight. Brenchick, he's tough, he's durable, but I don't see it going a distance.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.